Hello and welcome to Cherry Hills. You catch us here on the farm. We are pretty much still in our last sort of game day. In ourselves ready to sort of set up some seeding on field 2. So this is the first time we've ever done anything on field 2. And kind of come up with a plan to get this field seeded with the big bud. It's obviously we have a strange shape because we've played around with the bottom of the field and reshaped it a bit. The bottom is nice and square, so we can actually work with that quite happily. And we've also got a pretty reasonable sort of headland and parts of it. I need to actually verify actually, and I'm just going to jump down here to actually check. But I can't remember how much space I've got at the bottom where these trees are. So let's just take this tractor and just have a quick check. Okay, so I'm probably going to have to do a headland on this section here because we do have space. And we could probably turn, but I kind of want to make sure we're okay. So we've got a good bit of space here, but I think we might actually do a headland in here just to be on the safe side, really, because we've got this kind of really big area here and there's tons of space here, but it's just that little bit where the trees are that I should probably just be a bit wary of. So what we're going to do is kind of at this point here. It's actually probably, I'm thinking this is actually going to be like the best point where we can definitely stop the tractor and we've got plenty of space for a turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off here with a headland. Let's get everything unfolded, and just going to back up a little bit. I'm going to try and get, I really don't want to get this too off centre, but this is probably going to be a little awkward and annoying, and do what she do that one thing I don't want to do, which is basically jackknife in an awkward situation. Kind of want to get everything straight and then I can try and reverse it back a little bit more. So we're not turned on here yet, so we're just gonna, I'm just reversing this back a bit. I don't like it when it snakes like that. It is really quite annoying. Let's try a gentle reverse and hopefully. Okay. We might have to just do the brute force approach here because basically everything is jackknifed, and okay, we're going to have to do this. It's so annoying. I hate articulated trailers and things, and this is one of those things that I just really kind of annoys me when it does this. Trying to turn it round because we've got all this it's this entire trailer arrangement in it, and she's jackknifed itself to, I want to swear. I just hate how sometimes it does this. All I want is a bit of straight. All I want is literally all I want is a little bit of straightness. Now I'm going to have to fold this all up to get it out of these trees. Okay. There you go. It's when you get double articulation, it really is annoying. I find. Okay, so right, okay, we are actually in a position that I actually would prefer. Okay, so seed wise, we have a field of rye out at the moment. We have we had oats, and we're going to drop some millet down on this field. So we will use that. And so we will seeders down, seeders on, GPS is on, and let's roll. So basically what we're going to do is go across here, get to the other side, go down, essentially head south in the field, and when we get to the bottom of the field we'll go across, and when we get to the southwest corner we shall be able to just sort of set off the helper. This is a huge field. You know, this is a massive field, and there's quite a large section here over on the left as we look from the over the cab. That is all stuff we want to use as well. And the thing with that one is we're going to need to sort of do the same kind of trick that we do with field 3, where basically when this is all finished on the southern part, we'll go over that with the cedar, and we'll do a kind of a headland thing on that as well. Get everything all sort of nicely evened out. The bits over there by the lumberyard, that is going to be the tricky bit. It's a nice curve. We haven't straightened that out at all, so essentially we will have to kind of work around that. So there we have it. This is going to take us a little while. This is going to take us a little while to actually do. So just kind of really look at. I've been thinking about sort of plans for the Snetterton's Farm series, and also some things we want to do on the Cherry Hills series. With the Snetterton's Farm series, we're going to finish out the first year before we put production down, and then we'll start putting some production down. With that, what we'll do is we'll move in a few production items, and I've been looking around. There's been a couple of other nice, interesting things that have cropped up and I've seen. For instance, I saw a placeables fishery on one of the mod sites sort of over the last couple of days, and I'm thinking of maybe incorporating that into the farm. Kind of goes quite well actually within keeping of this particular map. Has a lot of water on it, a lot of lakes and rivers, so if I can find a nice spot near one of the lakes, I think it'd be perfect for the fishery. So we've got that. We've got our kind of usual stuff that I want to sort of add. Oh, this is really tight. I literally yeah, that is tight. Okay, I'm going to lift that now. So let's see what we're going to try and do. I need to turn. We've got this this is quite an awkward bit. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn this around. I'm going to take a little bit to turn. So yeah, so fishery, I'm going to drop the orchard down, I'm going to drop the dairy down. I'm going to actually build the central distribution from day one, and then we can just add to that as we add new stuff. There's probably going to go in the bakery, so I'm going to extend the flour mill like I have done here on Cherry Hills, and that way we can sort of make use of that. And we will essentially go from there. Let's go. And so yep, so we'll do that, and that will sort of kick off that. We probably do a little bit of a different job with integration of stuff. So I'm going to include a Savap aggro mods, but I'm going to put them in the map. One of the annoyances, which is why you don't see me do so much with the Savap stuff on this map, is because of the whole you have to constantly lift stuff off the production. I want it to be, you set it up and let it run and for a period of time, and then have it drop into central distribution so we can actually pick up kind of on a regular basis. It also means that when I'm doing episodes, I can actually do an episode where basically it is purely a get production up and running, have it produce some output, and then we have a sort of an episode where we'll collect a whole bunch of items from our distribution that have been produced by all of the facilities, and we can go from there. So we've got various things to do, as I say, with that, and I am going to sort of kind of put those in going from year 2 essentially in the game. So we'll sort of kind of pick some things up, I think, out of that as we go along. So that's kind of the plan. I'd like to sort of elicit from anyone who watches just, you know, some things that they might want to see me to do. I'm going to try and kind of, you know, the first one, you know, I want to kind of have some production stuff so I can have for the gaps, because one of the things I have noticed with the Seasons mod is that summer gap, there's tasks that have been done like fertilizing and so on, but once I've got my kind of fertilization strategy up and running, I won't necessarily be doing that much spraying, and as a result there's going to be kind of periods of the summer that are as it were a little bit quiet. So I kind of want to have I kind of want to get that kind of piece kind of give us some more to do, really. You know, the things like the lumber yards. Yes, the lumber yards are great, but they are, you set them off and there's quite a lot of essentially, you know, they can run for a while basically without actually needing any tending. So I kind of want to just basically, I'm trying to get into position here, so I kind of want to get them into such a position that we don't need to worry about things to do, and that's why I want to have some production, and that production can run all year round. We can drop stuff in. Yeah, Cherry Hills is a weird map, because Cherry Hills, for instance, we have so much yield. There's huge yields. This map just produces so much output, and Stetten's farm, I think, is going to be very different. You know, from the fields we've worked with so far, the grass fields, for instance, you know, the most we've had out of field 32, which is our biggest grass field, is 400,000 litres, or actually about 3,700 litres of grass. Whereas we work with field 6, for instance, here we'll get close to well over a million litres, and you know, somewhere around 1.2 million litres, I think it was. last time we did it, and then we do some of these, you know, the smaller field we've got here and so on, huge amounts, and then we got the grain on these fields. You know, we pull the grain off field 3, and we'll get, you know, we've already done 2 unloads, and we've got 800,000 litres of wheat, and you know, we'll do this field, and this field will yield. I dread to think how much that field's going to yield. To be honest, it's probably. I think it will be well over. I think it'll be well over 1.5 million, maybe even close to 2 million litres of grain. So, in effect, the Snetterton's farm map, the fields are much smaller. They're going to be on the same lines, I think, of production as Pinecove Farm. And Pinecove Farm, I think the most we ever got from a field, and that was the biggest field, I think it was field 4 on Pinecove. I think the most we ever got was 600,000 litres, I think. Could have been 400,000. It was between 400,000 and 600,000 litres. It wasn't the mega yields that we get on Cherry Hills. And as a result, with Snetterton's farm, I think we'll be able to better use things like the grain harvests in the flour mill. You know, at the moment, the flour mill, we've got it set up to take 400,000 litres. You know, and that barely makes a dent in our stockpile that we've got in the store. So I'm thinking, you know, with Snetterton's farm, we'll be able to do a lot better, because we will actually use more of what we produce in the fields, in the actual productions that we've got. So I think it's going to be interesting for us. So I'm going to set this guy off on the helper. Yeah, and that's good. So let's just have a look over here and see what we've got on this field. Our combines have been playing up today, by the way. They've been doing weird things. This one's actually not full, but he looks like he's done everything. So what we're going to do is I'm going to start this guy off over here, and get him doing the top, and we can finish off this section. He might actually we'll get this guy going. Yeah, so that's kind of the plan. Kind of want to get stuff going and make the best use of everything on the farm. This guy is also done. We've got patches here, but I'm not really fussed about the patches. We've got so much grain coming out of this field. I'm going to drop this off at the trailer, which I think is up here somewhere. There's been some weirdness going on with the combines. They've been refusing to reverse and not stopping. I've not actually got on the gas at the moment, and it's actually using literally, for some reason, it is literally not stopping. It's like it's stuck. We need, as I said, we need one of these guys to do the field 1. I'll set it off actually just by itself and have it go, but we'll unload here, and yeah, we should. Oh yes, we've got rye on field 1, haven't we? So let's get this guy We won't fold combine because I don't really need to, because we're going down to field 1. Race down there. This guy's hanging along at max speed. Field 1, I say, it's our first time harvesting field 1 since we've reshaped it. The original field 1 was about 17 hectares. The new one is at least double that. So we're looking at a minimum of about 30, I'd say about 36 hectares, maybe, off the top of my head. I haven't really measured it. I think this will actually tell us, actually, when we kick this. I literally got stuck. I just want to kind of, because of the way we shaped this field, everything now, all we need to do is stick this guy here. What's going on? Apparently this is ready, but it's not ready. We've had this before. We used to have this quite a lot on Pine Cove, actually. Let's just test something. Yeah. So we've had this before quite a lot, actually, on Pine Cove. Something with the growth, and I thought we kind of fixed it with the growth control mod. But it seems to have not fixed it, so we're going to have to leave that there for the moment. And he's going to pick up the work on that, so we won't be able to do field 1 today, which is a little bit unfortunate. This guy's working away, as you can see on this. That's good. What we could actually do, I'm actually sneakily, I'm having this actually cunning plan. Right, what I want. Right, I can't remember what I'm putting on that for start. Oh, I'm putting millet, okay. So, let's find up here somewhere is one of these. Yeah. What I'm going to do, because this is small, and it shouldn't be affected by the headlands so much. And let's take this guy and let's basically take this guy to field 2. And this could actually, we could essentially speed up the task by basically using 2 seeders. So if we change this to millet. Okay, so, oops. Oh, damn it. Literally, I don't know, sometimes it does this. I literally had clearance there, and then basically I just kind of hit something and it jumped me into the tree. Right, so what we'll do, really did jump that, didn't we? Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually do right, I'm going to do a headland here. Right, I am going to do a headland. And the tractor is basically being a pain in the ass again. Right, so we'll do a headland here because we kind of need one for this this edge. I'm only going to do one headland. We only need one. We will drop the cedar. So we'll do one. We will head back. Actually, we might end up doing 2, but anyway, I don't know why we ended up going massively off then. I'm going to have to restart this. Because I was set, but I lost. So it started off beautifully, didn't it? And then basically, it lost it. I don't know why. Well, sorry about this. When GPS mod gets to speed, it doesn't like it. It does that wavy thing. And I swore I put it down. It is turned on. Right, we are locked in. Okay, GPS is locked now, so that's fine. But why? Why is the sewer's not? Why is the sewer not working? This is weird. It turned itself off. It's done it twice now. We've had some very, I say, we've had a bit of weirdness, to be honest. Right, sewer's on. Sewer's down. Right. Right, now it's working and it's behaving. Okay, that's weird. So what we're going to do is we will do this headland, because we have these trees here on the right, and they are a little problematic in that they do jut out a bit. And when we were trying to do the ploughing and cultivating of this field, we had issues. As you can see here, there's a little section here which wasn't properly cultivated and ploughed because of that. This is a direct seeder, so it doesn't actually make any difference. But that's one of the things we'll have to do when we do the seeding on the cultivation in the future of this. Is we definitely need headland. We need a headland when we're ploughing as well, because essentially the tree line is a problem. We have removed a lot of trees, but it is an issue. The other thing I need to actually be wary of, and I have a feeling we might end up with the same problem we had at the bottom of field 1 in a couple of spaces, is we could be okay, is that we might need to put a roller over the end and actually essentially lose a bit of the field to actually get rid of some of the unevenness. As you can see, that the field shape surface is angled, and some of that doesn't work with certain seeders. For instance, this seed is a flat seeder. The Seed Masters, the Seed King, is very good because it has individual sort of plates, and several of them. I do want to go back, by the way, the other way, so I'm going to just going to do this. I hate it when it does that. It gets all windy. It gets a bit. Forgets it's going straight. It's really annoying. It oversteers basically. So the Sea King basically has these individual plates which adapt to the field. And it's really good on this because it does actually sort of. It's almost as if Stevie, when he had this map, he had a copy of the DLC beforehand, and he knew how that the seeders were going to behave. I swear that sometimes I think about that, and it he must have known that the seeders are going to have like all these kind of components, and it's going to basically hit certain parts, and certain flat seeders like this will not work so well, and so on. But anyway, as I say, once we get to the end here, we'll actually just nip to the bottom seed line that we've done, and then like that, we'll do and essentially basically do back and forth to that, and let things roll from there. So we do this field, and once it's done, we've got everything seeded, or it's either seeded and it's been harvested. So we're running so many fields now. It's actually kind of challenging because we just got so much going on with the fields now. It's actually kind of challenging. Okay, so let's take this down here. What I'm going to do is so I'm going to basically put that there, pop that in, pop that down, 3, and let that go. So there is going to be a little bit that we don't have here until we hit the seed line, which is our headland is just up here. And that's fine. That's that's a little bit of fallow field. We don't mind that. As I say, the Sea King is blocking the rest of the field. Or the Seed Hawk, sorry. Why do I think it's called Seed King? Oh dear. Okay, so we'll take this round, turn it around, and in effect, we can just set him off and just check. See, it should go up to the top. We'll actually turn the helper on in a second, and the helper should take over. And because of the way we've done the top of the field with the double headland, we should just turn around and not have any issues. So we're going to use the helper from here on in. Well, let's see what he does. We've got a little bit of section now where he's not actually seeded by the looks of it. We'll turn around, he's got plenty of space, and there we have it. And we're basically getting this field done quite efficiently. Two seeders, one small, one large. And because of the size of this, it's actually kind of worked. So, with that, I'm going to leave us, as it were, kind of looking at our seeder, our Massey Ferguson, and thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. We've done a few things, mainly seeding, and we've got quite a bit of that done. This is quite a challenging field. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more of this series and on Cherry Hills and our Snetterton's Farm and our upcoming things that we're planning to do with Snetterton's Farm, and also some of the things we'll probably end up doing with Cherry Hills as well, please subscribe to the channel. So with that, thank you all for watching. Have a great day and see you guys next time, and goodbye.